for help. Yeah.
Thank you.
Please, with what you are saying, you make it sound like the previous treasurers with their finance committee never wrote proposals or never sought for sponsorship from companies and other. But it's not easy to even secure sponsorship from companies. So when it comes to your feasibility of what your policies or what you want to execute, I'm still not getting clarity on it. It's just like the same theoretical thing. You people come and sit here with your accounting grammars or jargons. You come and put it on us, bam bam bam. We get come and confuse us, and still the union is at where it is. It stands still. Nothing changes when it comes to our finances. Treasures doesn't seek for sponsorships. Yes, if I say treasures, I'm referring to all treasures. Treasures doesn't. They don't seek for sponsorship. They don't seek for all those things they claim when they come into power they will do. None of them executed. So it looks like ideally every treasure comes to give us nice words and bright words for the future so that we will just be hopeful. But when you get to the office, there is nothing like hopeful. You just use the union's money and reinvest it here and there, then that will be your duty. And I think it's quite not fair to the union that we are always at a standstill, and then the aspirants will come and throw dust in our eyes like we are some sort of kids, and they will do the otherwise. So please, going forward, try to make your policies more visible. We've heard of those seeking for sponsorship. I was thinking a treasurer will come forward and say that I have already identified one or two problems of the union. I have spoken to this person. You see, I'm looking for somebody who is going to hold the boot by its own. That I'm already putting things in place, and I'll say, yes, this person is damn serious about whatever they are coming into office to do. But it looks like they are all singing the same tune. And it's kind of tiring all the time listening to the same thing over and over again. That was just by the way. But I'm now coming to my question. Please, my question is, it's general. Describe briefly how e-levy impacts on technical students, both negative and positive. The e-levy. How it impacts students. I mean technical students especially. Because when you look at the traditional universities, when you are comparing the technical students to the normal student, technical students pay more of fees. Have you guys realized, panel? They pay a lot of fees more than the normal student. So I would want to know how this yield levy has had so much impact on technical students, both negative and positively.
Please, Honor, will come again with your question.
Okay. I take my question again. Describe just briefly how the e-levy, impact on, has had an impact. How e-levy has had an impact on technical students, both negatively or positively. Do you get the question now? Boss, do you understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. Describe briefly how e-levy has had an impact on technical students, both negatively or positively.
Please, no idea.
Okay. And then, okay, next question. Uh, you know Ghana IMF, International Monetary Fund, right? It's a program. So this Ghana IMF, how does it impact the union's financial performance? Ghana IMF program. How does it impact? Okay? How does it impact on the union's financial performance? Since you are a financial person, you are a finance person, you know the in-depth, you have more in-depth knowledge than even me being somebody who have less knowledge. So how does this IMF program, yes, impact on have impact on the union's financial performance?
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Member. I believe in consulting. So, per my knowledge, I hope when the mandate is given to me, I'll consult others and know the impact on the financial performance of the union.
So as a finance officer, were you the finance officer for your previous institution?
Yes.
So as a previous financial officer who has had a 1 year experience with your institution and who aspires to be the next treasurer for the national union, you don't know the impact of IMF on our financial performance in this union. I think it's more of a current affair. CS, do you get me? It's more of a current affair. It's not even too much of a way. It's a current affair. The ongoing situations in Ghana. That means you have no idea what is happening around. You would have to do consultation to get to know that. Are you sure you can advise our mother union on finances? You can?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask my last question. It looks like my questions are not being answered. It looks like you don't want to answer any of my questions, and it saddens my heart. Honorable Francis, you are making me sad. You are making me sad because I had high expectations from you. I mean, you are making me really sad. Okay. Now, let me put just this question across, and please make me proud. It's simple. Identify possible ways non-profit making organization can maximize financial output. You know, Gnuts itself is a non-profiting organization. Exactly. So please identify possible ways, okay, that we can maximize our financial output.
Thank you, Honorable. One, what we need to do is we need to seek sponsorship for some of our projects. Then two, we need to
I rest my case.
Our national treasure. You know, the position you are occupying is not a small position. Yes. So you are the treasurer. Okay. So what are the working documents that you are going to use in your office?
Okay. Thank you. One is the cash book.
Two. Speak louder.
Okay. One, cash book. Two, payment voucher. Three, general ledger. Then four, memos.
Memos.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you said cash book.
Yes.
General ledger.
Yes, sir.
Payment voucher.
Yes, sir.
Memos.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know. You are saying it. Now, what are the procedures for procurement? For instance, you want to buy something. Probably want to buy car tie or want to buy printer. Now, what advice or what are the requirements as a treasurer? Let's say the PRO or the researcher or WUCOM or president want to buy printer. What are the documents required?
Please, your question, Come
What
again.
I'm saying is that
Okay.
if we want to procure something, what
Okay.
are the documents that you're going to demand?
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Member. One, what we need to do is we need to do outsourcing, or we need to go out and know the price of the item in question. So if it is printer, we need to consult 3 or more stores or departments. Then we choose out the good one, and also the which the price is very affordable. Then we purchase that one.
Okay. So we have to get invoices from different
It's-
suppliers.
Yeah,
Then we choose the list.
the list. Yeah.
Okay. That is good. So in a layman's view, if you want to say reporting, what is it all about? You know, I'm a treasurer, I have to work on my reports and all that. You are reporting to the intended users, CC members, institutions. So reporting, what is it at all? Financial reporting, if you say financial reporting, what is it at all?
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Member. For reporting, I would say it's auditing. You are giving an assurance to people, and also you are showing them what you are doing at your office.
That's a follow-up. So is it the same as auditing?
So that is it is financial reporting, right?
Yes.
So you want to tell us that financial report is the same as auditing? Is that what you want to tell us?
No, sir.
So the answer is no.
Yes. So you see, Francis, you are not precise, okay, and concise. Try to be precise with your questions. If it is no, it is no. If it is yes, it is yes. Then we proceed. You see, initially you didn't know some questions and you were like no idea. That's fine. By now you are trying to play some down. So it's a straightforward question. Is financial report the same as audit report? We just want to understand. So help us to. Personally, we don't understand. So help us to understand, okay? And help our audience too out there and the members too to understand. Somebody is learning from you this evening, okay? So don't mislead. Don't. Maybe don't. You know. I know you know. So tell us. Financial report and audit report, are they the same?
Okay. Thank you for. Now I would say yes, but there's a little
For now-
bit. I'm coming.
So financial report and audit report are the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. That's it. So that's fine. Yes. So you continue.
Treasurer,
Okay.
Treasurer, you know, I know you know the work. Okay, but you see, chairman is laughing. Chairman is not an accounting student. Okay. Auditing and financial reporting. How do they same? And I know that they are not the same. You see, the report, you see, the auditor is kind of, you are going to give an assurance. Okay, the assurance is based on the subject matter. Okay, here the subject matter, we are saying that if you have prepared your statement, your income statement. So your reporting is the income statement. You are telling the auditor or the intended users that this, you have your statement of financial position, you have your income statement, you have your cash flow, you get it. That's what we say reporting. So the auditor will now look at the subject matter. You get it. So the auditor will confirm whether what you have presented is true and fair. So you are now going to give an assurance to we the intended users. I think this is vetting. So so financial I know you know, but just calm down. Financial reporting and audit reporting, they are not the same. Are you okay? Aha. So how are you going to prepare a budget? What is the budget and how is it being prepared? Please, let me. I have. Please, can I get a sheet? So you are going to tell us what budget is all about. Then you show on paper how budget is being prepared. Just a summary part of the budget.
Only answering your questions. It hurts. He didn't even answer a single, not even a single question.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Now, for budget is defined as estimate of revenue and expenditure.
So we want to organize an event.
Okay.
We want to organize a football game
Okay.
at Congress.
Okay.
So prepare a budget for us.
Okay.
Just do the format.
The format, you can just see it. You can say first column, this second column. You can just say, you can say budget if you want to say budget. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The handwriting is nice. It's in the book for a while.
You have 1 minute. Okay, our national treasurer, can we have access to your
CS, he's aspiring.
Yeah, I'm assuming that he's a treasurer and yes,
I thought you are conferring the position on him.
oh
Like I'm about to sue you right now.
okay, so proposed budget for Gnuts annual congress for 2022-2023. Okay. Revenue, you have dues, donation, expenditure, have water. Okay, I think you are on the right side.
Please, we also have fair idea of budgets.
Okay,
let's
so
go
I'll pass it on so they will look at it.
because I'm more for my own budget.
You can go.
Okay.
What is this? Receipt?
Revenue.
That's revenue.
You were able to see it. You should be a doctor. Let me
No, you know what? They understand themselves.
For the sake of time.
Yeah, for the sake of time. And these
Yeah,
are
yeah, you
financial
write
things.
nicely.
Yeah.
Did you write this?
Yes.
You write nicely.
They are financial
So,
things, they understand themselves.
You've been able to give a heading. You've been able to separate. So you have an idea that there has to be a revenue, there has to be an income, then there has to be an expenditure. So now, as a treasurer, you have this money in your custody. Are you going to make sure that the whole money is being exhausted, or you are going to make sure that there will be leftover? Now, if per your budget, if there is going to be leftover, what is the name? If we have money to also pay, what will be the name? I only want to know the balance. How you call it? After you subtract your expenditure from the revenue, what is the name? If it is negative, what is the name? If it is positive, what is the name?
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Member. If it is positive, it's revenue over expenditure, then or surplus. Then if it is negative, expenditure over revenue or deficit.
So the normal terms is either surplus
Or deficit, yeah. Yes, sir.
We are far behind time. My question goes like this: as a willingly aspirant, right, to lead this great union, and we are all aware that when it comes to finance, our union we have a lot of problems when it comes to finance. Now that you want to be the treasurer, and if you become the treasurer today, last our meeting at WA, the NEG, some of them came and presented what they want to do with some allocated amount. I personally kicked against some of them their budgets. To me, it doesn't make any impact to the union. And before they come to Central Committee members, NEC, they may discuss this with NEC. I'm just in quote. Maybe they may discuss with NEC before they come to present what they want to do. As an AFO, what will be the advice? As you know that the union need to do more things than what they present to us. What will be your advice to your colleague NEC members when you are giving the mandate?
Please, Honorable Member, your question again.
I'm saying, now we have financial challenges as union. And NEC, our first Central Committee meeting, the NEC will come and present to us what they want to do for the union. To me, what they presented the last time we met, first Central Committee meeting, some people policies were not transparent to me. But I think they may discuss this as NEC. So as an AFO, because EC said, if someone wants to empty the coffers, what will be your advice? So as you are willingly to work for the progress of the union, if you are given the mandate as the AFO, and some of the NEC or some of the executives are bringing policies, what will be the advice as the AFO?
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Member. Please pardon me for this. You see, there's a saying that goes, you cut, you cut your coat according to your cloth or your size. Very good. So now, we will look at the amount we have at hand. Then two, per my manifesto, I made mention of collaborate with the NEC and other various financial officers at the various institutions. Now, this is what I have in mind. I have a budget, I call it the People's Manifesto, which I will present it at Congress. You see, this is what I'm doing. I've been calling others at various institutions, knowing what they want and what they want to do. So per that, we will get to know what they want to do. Then we will compare that one with those budgets coming from different portfolio or different department.
Yes, it's good with the policy you want to bring. Okay, but his question is that each offices will present a budget. You know, we have something called the vote system. Okay, so it means that the account of the union is handled by you in terms of finance and all that. So all the officers will submit their budget. Okay, you have to demand it because the master budget should capture all their budgets. So if they bring it, what advice will you give to them? Meaning that if they bring it and it doesn't suit the goal of the union, you get it, or it is not realistic enough, how will you handle such situation so that you don't present it to CC and CC will now have to squash it?
Okay, thank you, Honorable Member. You see, that's the reason why we have the Finance Committee. So I will sit down with the Finance Committee, then the various offices. Then we will talk to them, this expenditure, we want to cut it off. this expenditure, we want to maintain this, then we prepare the final budget.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Francis. We really appreciate your presence over here, and it's in the right direction. I love that word. It's in the right direction. Thank you so much. So, Honorable Francis, you are duly discharged.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Please note, if you share any information with any of the aspirants, it will be at your own disadvantage. Please, no talking to anybody concerning your vetting, and then you are discharged to go home.
Okay.
You can go home now.
Thank you.
I am happy, so you are advertising your school.
Yes, he has a CCTU, I think, brooch, right? That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Mr. Francis. Yes. Yes, I think one of our panel members said when coming to CC, you get him one. Yes, you can have the water. Beautiful. Hello, Francis. He said when coming to CC, Congress rather, you get him one. Okay, beautiful. So, call the next person for us. In the person of, let's see, who is next? Research. Yes, yes, we are done with the treasurer. Francis, so hold on and listen to the next person. We have Mauli Lumo. Okay, so you tell Lumo that he can join us right now. Thank you. Faster, faster. How do you do?
How do you do,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chair?
Thank you. Honorable Lumo, please, can you tell us something about yourself?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Lumo Maoli, a hardworking student, someone who is dedicated to work, a good team player, someone who always motivates and inspire others to achieve their potentials. Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is what I can say about myself.
All right, thank you so much. Honorable Lumo, then again, on your forms, I believe the application forms, we asked of 300, not less than 300 words. And I believe, Honorable Lumo, what you are giving us here is not even up to 50 words. Probably, I don't know. Or did you write anything on a official sheet? Was there something written on the official sheet?
Not really.
Okay.
It was
or
because
you didn't pay attention to, or because of the space?
Yes,
Oh,
that's.
you should have called. I believe if the space is not enough for the 300 words, then you ask questions. Like, how was it? Because I
Sure.
remember you called me for some questions, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I
did.
believe you should have done the same in terms
Yeah.
of if you didn't get it clearly. Because I believe what you are having here is even less than. I'll give you these are just 6 words. Or you don't agree? These are 6. Okay, that is on the lighter note, I believe, but not up to the 300 that we are looking for. Okay.
Okay.
That is not nice. That is not nice at all. All right. Honorable Lumo. Personally, I being the chair right here, I've been in the office that you are now aspiring for. And as the research and education officer, basically you are let me say expected to let me say dive more into research and come down to the level of the people and educate the people. You understand? Our portfolio, I will use our, because I was a former research, so I will use our. So that is what you are aspiring for, and I've been there. So our portfolio or our position, you understand, as research and education officers, basically there have been the argument from members of the union that position it's somehow irrelevant. How do you respond to this?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for this question. With regards to this comment being passed by the members of the union, it's all because our institution, our member institutions don't fill the research and educational officer, because we all face problems on our campuses, of which we all know that research and educational officer is the one to dab into more research and then come and report to the union for the union to go in and then resolve or advocate on behalf of the technical students. But in my tenure as the Gnuts ambassador, I was not able to see something like this, because we were facing some few challenges on our campus, of which we didn't hear from the research officer. More times what we hear, the executive that we hear from is the CS, the coordinating secretary. He does the engagement, but then I believe that the research and education officer should be the one who has to do that and then report to the union rather. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Lumo. And so, in as much as you believe that the research and education officer has to do more research in our various campuses to make sure that he tries to find these problems that is bothering our students, you don't feel like the Gnuts ambassador or our representative, the union's representative at the local level too, has to be proactive enough in reporting issues or in reporting some of these things to our national executives? You don't think so?
Thank you. I think when the research and education officer is available, that is when he's close to the executive. That is, to be precise, the Gnuts ambassador. He is going to get more information from the SRC member institution.
Beautiful, beautiful. So with this, you are trying to let us understand that the current research and education officer is not available to the people. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So who is the current research and education officer?
Honorable Sarah sorry.
Beautiful, beautiful. So Honorable Sarah is not accessible, or let me just say, is not available to the people.
Yeah.
Then again, that is what you are telling us.
Yeah, because we as the SRC, we have to fill the research and educational officer, because we work hand in hand with the research, so that he will be able to know our problems and then report to the NEC.
Beautiful. So that means there is a problem, right?
Yes.
There is a gap of communication. That is there is let me say let me use this constitutional way. There is a lacuna of communication. So there is this sense of the research and education officer not trying to get to the people, right?
Yeah.
But then again, I also feel like, don't you see or don't you feel like there is also the need for the ambassador? If the research is not getting to the people, the ambassador trying to get also to the research. Don't you feel like it?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I've been an ambassador before, and the tax on campus is a lot. So I believe that if the research and educational officer, it is his mandate to do that. So if he's making himself available, at least in a month, he has to do the course just to know what is happening on each campuses. So when he or she knows what is happening on a campus, then he will be able to, because ambassador is always busy with the other tasks. Ambassador is serving the SRC and serving the union as well.
All right. So Honorable Lumo, what are you bringing on board differently?
Okay, so with regards to the communication level, or how the research and educational officer has to be closer to the SRC so that he or she will know what is happening on each campuses, I think there should be this rapport that the research and educational officer has to be doing, so that the union will be updated on whatever thing that is happening on campus. Because if the research is someone who always call the institution, not all the time, but then he or she has to be dealing with the Gnuts ambassador so that he can get more information. It doesn't necessarily mean that he should call all the executives, but at least the ambassador is the best person he or she has to contact, so that when he gets the information, the union can come in quick and advocate on behalf of the student.
Please, a follow-up question. Please, you are very much aware that the Gnuts ambassador is the mouthpiece for the union, right? Yeah. Every information to and fro must literally go through him. Yeah. So if there is an issue on campus that the research officer hasn't deliberately or hasn't gone to ask about it, are you saying that because the, what do you call him, the research officer isn't close to the people or hasn't made calls, so it is non-mandatory for the Gnuts ambassador to communicate any problem to the research officer or the NEC as a whole?
Thank you. Please, I'm not saying that, but what I'm trying to say is that even though the Gnuts ambassador is the mouthpiece for the student body at the national level, I think he being the mouthpiece for the student, the research and educational officer has to do all the calling to check, is there anything going on your campus? But if the Gnuts ambassador, there is a problem, and the Gnuts ambassador and the SRC as a whole are not able to solve, that is when they have to report to the union. But then maybe there is the issue going on, and then they are now trying their best to solve it. And if the research officer calls to know what is happening on their campus, it might happen that they will lay that issue down to the research officer. Then research officer will also bring it to the NEC for them to take immediate action.
Boss, I'm not saying the research officers are doing great and they need to be, applauded for. But I also think that when it comes to the Gnuts ambassador, regardless, they would have to communicate back to the research officer. because if research officer is not calling the ambassador to know what is on board, see, there is a clause, or there is a duty, a role for the research officer where you also attend to anything the president or the CS apportion, any other duty assigned to you. So there is the possibility that something is also going on, or they are embarking on other projects that they haven't had the time. I'm just trying to be realistic here, to call your institution or any other ambassador. So it is up to the ambassador, quickly call the research officer or call any member of the NEC. Oh, this is the issue we have on our campus. We haven't heard from you, so I'm reporting back to you. What do we do? So NEC will put their heads together and look for how to resolve whatever that is happening. But if you make it look like research officer is, must constantly be on calls on with the unit officer to know what is happening before they can even brief them, I think that is why they even bring in their report. Institution, you come and read institutional report. You understand? Because if research can do all the work to know everything that is happening on your various campuses, there wouldn't be the need for that. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So I am trying to make you understand that it's actually a collaborative effort between the research and then that of the ambassador, or the NEC and then the ambassador. You both have to work hand in hand, okay, to achieve that effort or that result. But it's not one person's duty solely because it is stipulated in the constitution. So that person, the research officer, have to be calling to know what is happening before. But the same constitution also states other duties can be relayed to the same officer. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And you'll be coming into that seat, and if you are to deliver your duties or your role diligently, you would realize that sometimes you get occupied even more than the PRO. You'll be sent, you'll be doing this, you'll be doing sponsorship, you'll be going with WUCOM, you'll be going this, because I've been in that position too before. So I know how I was rolling with my research then. They followed me to my sponsorship areas and all that. So do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So when you are giving the mandate, please try and rather liaise with the what do you call ambassadors to release informations to them. That would be more helpful to both hands.
Thank you.
I haven't asked my questions. No, this is your. Oh, okay. Please, my question is this. This is your panel, okay? This is your panel. Convince us of a research topic you intend to embark on to impact the union positively.
Okay, thank you for your question. So, research topic on a topic based on education. So, this particular topic, it's actually a project I'm actually working on.
Education is broad, so which topic exactly in education are you tackling?
Something on education. So,
it's not something you are come to give us a guesswork. We want to know your project that when you are elected into office, you're going to execute. You
okay,
have to
so
do a project.
So I'm actually working with some stakeholders to organize educational tour on each campuses, of which I've already started engaging them, and they are ready to invest in this particular project. And if I'm being voted in as the research and educational officer, that will be my first project I will bring on board, because this particular resource people we are bringing on board, they have helped the union before. And
I'm curious, who are they?
Okay, so we had a summit at the National Theatre some few months ago, and then I linked him to CS. So when he came, yes, he delivered, he impacted in our students, that's the technical students, and also bought a hit press for our Gnuts ambassador from Tamale, of which this time around, he wants to come on board, collaborate with the national body, and then have a campus store in education, a campus store. And this campus store comes with a package. That's a scholarship package. So he doesn't want to come alone, but then come with other resource people to come and impact in the life of our technical students and project Gnuts at large as well.
It's a nice project, but that is not a research topic. I believe that research officer, you need to have a research topic that you would, how do I say it? Is it establish or embark on research topic? And this research topic is to, I don't know the topic you would choose, but is to tell the whole of Ghana, because it's not only to the union, it will be out there,
Sure.
the social medias.
Sure.
It's to tell the whole of Ghana that we have a research officer. This is what we are researching into. This is the problems we've been able to identify, and this is the ways we assume or we presume they should solve these problems. It is one thing that we also need to do as a student union. Okay, so that
Sure.
project that you want to embark on, yes, it's a good thing that you are bringing people on board, but I'm referring to your research topic that you will bring out there. You would do your findings and find solutions to it. You don't have any?
No, not really.
Okay, my last question. I've given as one. I don't want to do anything. Only one. Okay. All right. As a research officer, I believe your area of expertise is to do findings. Okay. Do you think the idea to convert polytechnics to technical universities has really met its target? If yes, why? And if no, why?
So, please, can you come again?
Please, I take my question again.
All right.
Do you think the idea to convert polytechnics to technical universities has really met its target? If yes, why? And if no, why not?
Okay, thank you. I think it's yes, because some years back when the technical universities were poly, when students even hear poly, they don't even want to attend, because it is not, because they don't see the university. That is what they used to differentiate between the traditional university and then Accra or Kumasi Poly, because of the poly. But then I've realized that when it was changed to technical university, I've realized that we are getting more numbers coming in to attend our technical universities. So this is what I can also, this is my idea I can also share on your question. Thank you.
Welcome once again, Honorable.
Thank you.
Before we zoom into the other set, your CV, I have here references. You made mention of references, but the correction is referees. Those you stated here are your referees. Okay, you make references from them. So you, in your next CV preparation, make your referees rather.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, welcome. So it is said that education is a right, not a privilege. Do you agree with that?
Right, not a privilege. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you plan on advocating for technical or vocational students, especially those at the underserved communities? How would you advocate for them? And also, how would you liaise with some organizations to get scholarships for our students, particularly the technical universities? How our students can also get scholarships.
Okay.
Maybe local scholarships or international scholarships.
Okay, thank you for the question. So the second question, that's about the scholarship. I made mention of the educational tour, and if these resource people come on board for this particular tour, they have slot for internship, slot for national service as well, and then also a scholarship package during the campus tour that we are going to have. And then the first question, that's advocate. So with regards to the advocate, when the research is being done and then presented to NEC as a whole, NEC has to come together, work as a team to advocate on behalf of the students. Whereby, you see, sometimes when you invite NEC to come in, and then NEC comes in to talk to management about the situation, sometimes SLC might decide to side with NEC, side with the management. They don't side with the NEC because they feel they are trying to bring an external body that is going to fight management, whilst they can.
So if I'm getting you correctly, so if there is an issue in our technical universities and we call on NEC, and so you believe that, or what you are telling us is that our SRCs in our various institutions will tend to side with management?
Yes, sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think it's in the best interest of students that the National Executive Committee are coming in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if our SRCs are championing a cause for students, I think it should be for students.
Yes.
And it should be on the path of NEC to come in. And even NEC will not come in if the SRC are not called upon. Or
yes.
even the SRC are not finding themselves wanting or vulnerable. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
there will be some sort of vulnerability over there. Of which maybe the SRC might not be able to champion that cause.
Sure.
Then they call on NEC for
Sure.
them to come.
Sure.
But
So
do you think NEC will just wake up one day and just try to go to an institution to?
So I'd wanted to end my submission. So what I wanted to say in addition was, before NEC will come in, SLC has to invite them to come in. If SLC is inviting NEC to come in, it means they are all going out to fight on behalf of the students.
But let me correct this. We don't fight.
Okay.
Yes. Try to
advocate on behalf.
Beautiful.
Of
Let's
the
remove
students.
the fighting.
Sure.
Because I believe some of our lecturers and some of our vice chancellors are listening to us.
Sure.
Carefully. You understand?
Advocate.
Yes. So
Sorry.
if they are listening to us, and our dean of students most especially,
Yeah.
they are listening to us, and if they are listening to us and we are using the word fighting management, I believe it's not in the right cause.
Sure.
So I love the word that you use. Advocating for the right
Sure.
student. That's
Thank you.
Honorable, can you help us as a research and education officer? I believe you have national interest. You have the nation at heart, right? The
Nation.
Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you please help us with the name of the minister in charge of education in Ghana?
Honorable Edunchim.
Lumo, you said what? Come again, please. I was hearing something. Sorry to say, but you said he was trying. Okay, try and let's see. It's beautiful. Yes, Honorable Lumo, try and let's see. Because I don't know what I was hearing.
So Honorable Edunchim.
I don't get what you are saying, but well, it's in the right direction. Secretary here would like to just repeat something, but it's quite funny. Yes.
Thank you.
It's Educhum.
Educhum.
Or say Educhum. Yeah, the name is Educhum. Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Honorable Ambassador. Is Anna former? Okay. My question is looking at Gnuts. To me, I would say our problems are known, but how to solve them. And the point of Mrs. Kabuki's question, I may say you have a topic there. You get it? Your topic can be your ability to open job opportunities for technical students, because we are in the education field. And now that, if I'm not mistaken, we are going to IMF, or we are already in IMF. That means the next 3-4 years, they will recruit new employees in the country. Look at the abundance of students that will be doing their service this year. Thank God we are technical students. We are skill oriented. That means you can take it as your research topic. How will you open more opportunities so that students like us to start our own business, to decrease the unemployment in the country? If I'm speaking your mind, you get it?
Yes.
Because I was a beneficiary on that CMA sheet. Yes, and I'm hoping that right after my service, I'll start my shop. But I'll still use it indoors to do very good job. You get it? My question is, when did you heard of Gnuts?
I heard of Gnuts when I was in level 200. That was when I heard of Gnuts.
In this case, is our union up to the standard we are all demanding?
Not really.
Are you supposed to know about Gnuts in your level 200?
Not really.
Looking at some organizations, every strong union must have grassroots. I say streams. The reason why the sea becomes full, flow it banks, because it have more branches. Looking at Gnuts, where do you think we can extend our branches to?
Okay. So, thank you for your question. I think most of the problems we are facing right now as a national body, it's all about our constitution. If we are able to focus and then review, amend, and enact the constitution, I think we are going to do well. Because when, for example, when we are supposed to go somewhere and they ask us, where is your national president? We will say our national president is not around. But most of this, most of the resource people we meet, the ministers and the other people we meet, always want to see the national president before, if they will even offer us some help, they will offer us that particular help. So I think when we are able to amend the constitution to fill in some gaps in the constitution, I think it's going to help the union and then take the union far.
My second question, what is your advice to that constitution, our constitution you're talking about?
Advice?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Because you talk of amendment.
Yes. So, with the help of our newly elected executive that on the 19th will be voting in for, when they are sworn in as the new... When we are sworn in as the new executives, the first thing we have to look at is our constitution. We have to, with the help of the president, the other executives, alumni, CC members, and then NEC itself has to come together to amend the constitution. If we all think we have Gnuts at heart, if we have Gnuts at heart, then we need to amend the constitution for the betterment of the union. Because I believe that when we amend the constitution, it will take us far.
My last question is, I wouldn't ask a question, but I'll make an advice. The question I asked streams, I wanted you to tell me something about technical institutions. You get it?
Something about?
Technical institutions and vocationals. The reason why I'm saying that is, if God willing, you or other person becomes the research, I'll plead with you people to visit the technical and vocational institutions. Other traditional institutions has even make a tight communication with technical institutions, and they pick good students right after their resources out. And looking at how things are lazy, we could have much contact with those people. You get it?
Sure.
I know institutions that the technical institution principals are even part of some universities cabinet, but here they have close relationship with other traditional universities than technical universities. So if Gnuts visit technical institutions, it will open doors, innovative things that your students are inventing. You get it? When we let it made known to the technical and vocational institutions across the country, our universities will get more candidates. That is one. And when we get more students will sell the union far, and it will make, and will be able to change the status quo of our union. That is my advice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Lumo, for
Thank
your
you, Chair.
contribution and your attention. We really appreciate it.
Thank
a
you,
lot.
Chair.
And it's in the right direction.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you.
you are duly discharged.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Please, you don't share any information with any other aspirant,
All right.
else it will be a disadvantage to you.
Okay.
And you are discharged to go home. You can go home now.
Thank you so much.
Please kindly call us. Francis.
Achu? Yes, I think Achu Francis is the next.
No, two is Samuel.
Two is Samuel. Is it Samuel? He's the second person. So call Samuel and sorry for us, okay? the order you give us. And it is quite unfortunate because I don't believe on this sheet 300 words or what you have given us. This is up to 300 words, right?
Thank you very much, the Chair. As it was stated, we should give words no more than 300. That's why I submitted this. Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. Beautiful. So not less than 300.
Yes, please.
This is what you can give us, right?
Yes, please. What?
So you understand knowledge? Do you understand not less than 300?
Yes, please. I understand.
What does it mean? When somebody tells you write a passage with not less than 300 words, what does it mean?
Thank you very much. I wrote this in line with my policies, and what has motivated me to aspire for the research and education officer, I have 5 key policies, and the 5 key policies will not be more than the 300 words. That's why I submitted this. Thank you.
Beautiful. So then again, Honorable Samuel, on your ambitions and your visions again, you stated exit plan, right, for technical university students on the job market.
Yes, please.
Explain it to me.
Thank you very much, the Chair, for giving me the honor to explain this policy. Pursuant to the Gnuts Constitution, Article 51, it is part of the responsibilities and roles of the research and education officer to research on educational programs and ensure assess the performance of technical university graduates on the job market. So I believe it is in line with the roles and responsibilities of the research and education officer. Thank you.
All right. Honorable Samuel.
Honorable.
Personally, I've been a research and education officer before. And as a research and education officer, okay, during my term of office, it was quite unfortunate I wasn't able to, I'll tell you for a fact, I wasn't able to conduct any research. You understand? Not even one research. None. Due to one, that is, let me just say, financial constraint, because the union will not, it's not that easy for the union to just give you some money for you to go and do some research and come back. Like, it's, you understand? But nonetheless, you are now aspiring to become a research and education officer. What do you think you can bring differently on board that can help you, or that can convince those in charge of our finances of the union to help you or to support you for you to make research? Because research is very, very important, and you need to make them, because it helps the union and it helps the nation at large. So what will you bring on board to help those in charge of our finances, to help you or to fund you to make research?
Thank you very much, the Vice Chair. Again, pursuant to Article 78 of the Gnuts Constitution, it states a Gnuts Development Fund. There's a Gnuts Development Fund. The Vice Chair, I've been following the union for quite some time.
There's a Gnuts Development
Fund. Yes, please.
Where?
Which is in the Constitution, Article 78.
Okay.
Yes. I've been with the union for quite some time, even before I became...
For how many years have you been with the union?
I've been following the union since 2019, when...
Since 2019?
Yes, please. When Honorable Collins Adair was the national president of our dear union. Yes, I've been following the union since then. I've realized that the Gnuts Development Fund have not been, like, I don't know, I stand to be corrected though. I don't know whether it is there or it is not there, whether it is active. And so this inspired me to aspire for the research and education officer. And so with this, I am going to liaise with the national president, the national secretary, and the coordinating secretary, and again involve the advisory board and the alumni, so that we can know how best we can go about it and then go out of the box. The Vice Chair, if you would notice, the union solely depends on dues from member institutions. And sometimes if the member institutions fails to pay the dues on time, it hinders the progress of the union. And so if our attention is drawn on this development fund and we go out to solicit for fund, we go out of the box, meet stakeholders and solicit for funds and place it in the development fund, I believe that if the dues doesn't come, still we can get something to conduct the research and know how best we can solicit for funds to ensure that my roles and responsibilities as a research and education officer, if given the nod, is well and is going well and will go a long way to help members of the union. Thank you.
You're welcome. Honorable Samuel, there is this concern that I would like us to look at. Don't you think that it is high time our vocational institutions, private, wherever, some of our private vocational institutions, our SHS technical institutions, don't you think it's high time we bring them on board to where they belong? Because I believe they belong to our mother union, since they are also a technical and vocational, student. Don't you think it's high time we bring them under our umbrella?
Thank you very much, the Vice Chair, for this question. I am delighted you've asked this question. If you go through the Constitution, Article 45, it talks about the blocks of the union, and at the latter part, there is, yes, pre-tertiary institutions, and this pre-tertiary institution consists of the second cycle institutions. And so I believe it is high time that our attention should be focused on them. Yes, I will talk about experience, my past experience serving the good people of Kumasi Technical University as a Gnuts ambassador. I organized a program on TVET. Yes, and the focus wasn't only on KSTU students or Technical University students, but I involved some of the second cycle institutions around Kumasi Technical University, that is Kumasi Anglican and then Kumasi Technical Institute. I involved them, I invited them, I sent an invitation to NEC. They also witnessed. And after the program, the principals of these schools, they came to me, they told me, you have done well. You have done well. It is high time.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you so much,
much,
Honorable Samuel. You've done well. We've also told you you've done well. That's nice.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Samuel, please, what is the slogan of our union?
Thank you very much, sir. The slogan of our union is professionals with integrity.
Honorable Samuel, again, what is the slogan of our union?
Thank you very much, sir. The slogan of our union is Gnuts, and then the response will be professionals with integrity. Thank you.
But I didn't ask you of the response. I asked you of the slogan. So what is the slogan? We know union. So what is the slogan of our union?
Thank you very much, sir. Gnuts. And then the response is professionals with integrity. Thank you.
So I mean, please, I don't need the response, okay? I don't need a response. I'm asking you, what is the slogan?
Thank you very much, sir. Gnuts.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what is our motto?
Thank you very much, sir. The motto of Gnuts is professionals with integrity.
Thank you so much. But I'll come back.
All right, sir.
Welcome once again, Honorable.
Thank you.
Okay, so please give me your opinion on the state and progress of technical and vocational education in Ghana. Are we making strides or not? So your opinion on that.
Thank you very much, sir. I believe we are making progress because most of the institution, and taking into consideration our union,
Okay, and as part of that, you even mentioned that you had a program.
Yes,
CVET
please.
program.
Yes,
so
please.
with respect to that.
Doing. Let me say kudos to NEC. They have done very well in promoting technical and vocational education training. I've been engaging them for quite some time, and whenever I see that they tackle technical and vocational education training, I become so enthusiastic to, coordinate with them, and then promote technical and vocational education training. So I believe, yes, we are on the path, and we will do well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Honorable, can you tell us the full meaning of TUTAG?
Thank you very much, sir. TUTAG is an abbreviation of Technical Universities Teachers Association of Ghana. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay. Please, Honorable Samuel, this is your panel, okay? Convince us of a research topic you intend to embark on to impact the union positively.
Thank you very much, the chair. Thank you, Honorable EC member. As I stated earlier, pursuant to Article 78 of the Gnuts Constitution, there is a Gnuts Development Fund. I am saying this again because going back to the second CC meeting, yes, members were agitating our finances and taking into consideration our financial muscle. We don't have that strength. And so...
Please, Honorable Samuel, I understood you have that project at heart. It's even another reason why you vied for the position.
Yes, please.
And we would love to see you execute that, because that fund does not exist. It only exists in our constitution. So you coming on board to revive or commission it for us, yeah, we would like it if you are given the mandate. However, do you have any research topic that you would want to do some findings on it and then suggest some solutions to it? That is what I would like to know.
All right, thank you very much once again. Please, I've been tackling on the Gnuts Fund. That is what I would want to research on. I would want to, as I said earlier, I would want to liaise with the national president, the coordinating secretary, and then the treasurer, national treasurer, so that we will go out, find out which and what stakeholders that is willing to support our union financially. And I believe if you are able to do this, it will go a long way to promote our union, give us the financial muscles to execute our duties. Thank you.
Okay. Our incoming research officer. For some time now, okay, I believe that it is the mandate of a research officer to seek to it that the union is well informed about how our members are being treated in the job market, their performance and all that. Okay, for some time now, there hasn't been any research being conducted for the union to even know our performance, from NEC to our institution to those that have passed out and they are working. Okay, before they used to do that. So if you become the research education officer, in your capacity, how are you going to make sure that we conduct research to see our performance in the job market? How are you going to do it?
All right, thank you very much, the chair, honorable EC member. I'll go back to my experience serving as a Gnuts ambassador at Kumasi Technical University. I once worked for the Dean of Students, yes, which I led a delegation to various institutions within the region. And I can tell on records, or I can boldly say that yes, I worked, I engaged various stakeholders such as Donima Steel Complex, Poku Pharma Ghana, Kwesi Upon Company Limited. And what I did was to go to them, inform them about the performance of technical university students. And yes, what they told me was, yes, technical university students, because of how your education is solely on practical basis, and so it is good if we have technical university students working with us. And so if I'm giving the nod as a research and education officer, I will do this again. I will liaise with the various Gnuts ambassadors, National Executive Committee, CC members, so that we will know which institutions that are willing to accept our students, and so that, yes, they can work with them for them to know that, yes, technical university students, we also have the requisite skills and ability to on the performance of technical university students. Thank you.
Ex-ambassador.
Honorable EC member.
As a research, can you tell me 3 methods you can use to analyze a research topic?
Thank you very much, the chair. Thank you very much, Honorable EC member. Per the research methods we have, the quantitative method, the qualitative method, and then the experiment. And so if I'm giving the nod, I'm going to combine these 3. Thank you.
I like that. That's good. You know, yeah. You don't know the. Oh, okay. Yes. Please, just clear that.
Thank you very much. Let me clear the doubt.
Yes, I think that's what he said. He said it twice.
Thank you very much. Let me clear the doubt. No, please, I don't accept it. I said, yes, let me clear it. I am a secretariatship and management student, and as part of our courses, I've done research methodology. So these things are, yes, they are qualitative, quantitative, and then the experiment. Thank you.
Okay, so it means that that's your field. So enlighten us. In qualitative research, what do you seek to achieve, and what are the procedures? And in quantitative research, what does it entail?
Okay, thank you very much. Let me go straight to the difference between qualitative and then the quantitative. Honorable EC member, the qualitative method deals with numericals and then numbers. And the quantitative method.
Yes,
yes, it's somehow convincing. Yes, it's somehow confusing. Yes.
It's confusing.
Yes, it's confusing.
Okay. You are not confused yet. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. In fact, we did research. So the research, that's why I asked this question. That's fine. My last question is looking at Gnuts as a whole, what have you regret being a member of Gnuts?
Thank you very much, the chair. Thank you, Honorable EC member. This question is somehow I would say I've not regretted once at all. We are students, we are intellectuals, and the union is a work in progress. So I believe there's more room for improvement.
Since you are following Gnuts, has Gnuts remained still, or there have been improvements since you see Gnuts in the system? When you know Gnuts, has we make progress from 2019, if I'm not mistaken, or we have remained still?
As I stated earlier, we are all learning. We are students. We are all learning to achieve better heights. And so I still believe that yes, there's still more improvement. If you check how I've been campaigning, I've teamed and campaign as a collective effort. Yes, the progress of the union doesn't rely on one or two people, but it relies on everyone, stakeholders, students, everyone, the government. And so I believe that if we all come on board and collectively we work together, we are going to attain our goals. Thank you.
My last question is easy. My last question is IMF has come to the country. And last week I was listening to Peace FM News. I like them very well. Don't worry, I'm not now. I realized that the number of students that is going to do service this year, and I come out with a mitiati. And this means no recruitment the next 4 years to come. I give an advice, but I'll add this advice before I end. Let's make Gnuts known to our junior institutions, that is the technical and vocational institutions. It's very heady that you go to a technical institution. I asked a couple of people, when did they know Gnuts? And majority of them said, Form 2, level 200 in the university. Very disgusting. I will plead, if you are given the mandate to be the research, visit the technical institutions. Let them know what we can do. Sorry to say I'm not boasting. There are people in some universities that are well known, that are doing my course as a graphic designer. But some of them, when we vacate and reach, some of them teaches them the skill. But we look like timid, that we are like, let me say it, inclined. That is why we are in the technical university. I want us to make our achievement known to the technical institutions so that the near future will get more students early, so that when students, one day I feel happy when I saw a student from my area posted one of the technical university that my dream, and the person is the final year in the technical and vocational institute. That means he's having passion, but believe me, the person doesn't know Gnuts. So we left onto you people as incoming NEG to make sure. Some of us, we are always in Gnuts and will be in Gnuts. With our localities, who also help to make sure this is done. But when you come, don't come and flash us, as Ms. Kabuki said. It shouldn't be verbal. Whatever you are saying here, the media, the world, I believe some of the stakeholders in the country are watching us. Let's make sure and prioritize our union as Gnuts. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable EC member.
All right, thank you so much. So, Honorable Samuel, as I said earlier on, we are not done, okay? We are not done. No, please, Honorable member, I'm not done. Thank you so much, Honorable member. Honorable Samuel, please, can you give me 3? No, let me just say 4 representation to Congress or representation of Congress. 4.
Thank you very much, the chair. National Executive Committee, Central Committee, the alumni, and then the SRCs of local institutions. Thank you.
So, you said National Executive Committee?
Yes, please, I said National Executive Committee.
And what?
National Executive Committee, Central Committee members.
Okay.
Yes, the alumni.
Okay.
Okay, let me take advisory board.
Advisory board. Really? But I have over here enshrined in the Constitution that representation to Congress. It says that 5 accredited members of the Central Committee, which is outgoing, and 5 accredited members of the Central Committee again, which is incoming. And we have 5 observers, of 2 which shall be pursuing non-tertiary programs. And the president, and it continues and it continues. So I don't know where you are coming from with whatever that you are.
Thank you very much, the Vice Chair, for
Thank
the
you so much.
correction.
So you are giving us false information.
Thank you very much for the correction.
Thank you very much for false information.
Thank you
I
very
don't know.
much for correcting me. Yes.
It's not now I'm correcting you.
Yes, please. I've
Beautiful.
accepted that. Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Then
That's nice.
thank you very much
So
for
I'm not
correcting
done.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Honorable Samuel.
The chair.
Then again, can you give me the standing commissions and committees of Gnuts?
Thank you very much, the chair. We have the Gender Commission. We have the Electoral Commission. And then we have, please, I can give you 2. Thank you.
You can give me only 2. Yes. Whilst we have about, let me see, we have about 4, we have 3, right? So it's left with 1. All right, thank you so much, Honorable Samuel. Honorable Samuel, my last question, and again. Can you give me the structures of Gnuts? Mention the structures of Gnuts.
Thank you very much. I should mention all.
Yes, please. You are giving me all.
Thank you very much. The structure of Gnuts consists of 7
And
bodies.
please, you give them in order. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the chair. I can give all the 7, but in order will be very difficult. So please kindly pardon me and let me give all the 7.
Come again, please, Samuel.
Thank you very much, the chair. I can give you all the 7, but with the
Give us all the 7. Give us all the 7.
Thank you very much, sir. We have National Executive Committee. We have Central Committee members, SRC of local institution, the Judicial Council, the alumni, the advisory board. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Samuel. We really appreciate your presence and your contribution. Thank you. Are you tensed?
Thank you very much, the chair. I'm not tensed.
Are you tensed? That one to thank you very much, the chair.
Thank you for having me. I'm not tensed.
Hey. Wow. All right, Samuel. We really appreciate you, okay? Thank you so much. So you are the... Okay, okay, so I think a member here, my colleague, I think our colleague here said you promised him something, okay? So you have to fulfill it. Thank you so much. Yes, so he will fulfill it.
Yes, thank you very much, the chair. The honorable
Promise him
listener.
something you fulfill too. Thank you very much, the chair.
Yes, you have been part
Wow.
of my caucus, and you know what is between us.
Thank you so
I
much,
promised
Honorable
you,
Samuel.
yes.
You are duly discharged. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Promise him
Good
something.
evening.
So please,
Honorable Samuel, please don't share any information with regards to your verdict with any of the aspirants. In
All right,
doing
please.
so, it will be at your own disadvantage.
All right,
Please,
please.
you can leave, go home, go and chow down, sleep.
Thank
eat.
you very much. Thanks for having me.
Please, when you go, kindly call this fellow. Yeah, please do. Please call Francis. Honorable Samuel. Please call Francis. Yes, going for research. Actually, it's Francis.
introduce yourself to the house.
Okay, thank you, Vice Chair in the House. My name is Dunu Francis Achu from Bogatanga Technical University at Going Gnuts Ambassador 2022-2023, aspiring for Gnuts Research and Education Officer, a dedicated and accomplished leader with 2 years experience in Bogatanga Technical University. I'm known for inspiring team, optimizing processes, and putting things together for possible solutions when issues arises. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Achu. We really appreciate your answer or introducing yourself. Honorable Achu, I think on these forms we said in not less than 300 words. You understand?
Yes.
You give us your ambition and your vision. But I believe these words that we have here is not even up to 20. Are they up to 20 words?
They are more than.
They are more than 20.
Yes,
so that
please.
means I am okay, but not even more than no more than 100.
Oh, it's
Right.
more than.
What we have here is more than 100. So actually, do you want us to take our time and count them? We can count them
Yes.
word by word.
If
We should
you-
count them.
I can't state. I can't insist
100
on-
is you. Are you sure?
I can't insist.
Beautiful.
on-
Okay. I think my colleague here said it to be absolute, but not more than 200.
Nah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So still, actually, is found wanting. Yes. So actually, still, you are not up to the 300. Okay. I believe it's not fair in your part. You understand?
Yeah.
We said in not less than 300 words. Okay. So
Okay.
it shouldn't be anything less than 300.
Yeah.
So 300 or more.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Honorable Achu, you are aspiring to become the research and education officer. Is that not so?
Yes, please.
Beautiful. What do you think you need to do when given, or what do you think you can do if given the mandate as a research and education officer? Because I know that, as I believe, the research and education officer has one, limited budget, two, has a large responsibility, of which most of us don't normally pay attention to, because you have things that you need to do. You understand? Especially research alone, it's not easy. As your name goes, research and education. You understand? You do research, you come and educate the people. Do you get it?
Yes, please.
So what do you think you in person as a research and education officer you can bring on board? What do you think you can bring on board? Because people have come and they have brought things on board. You understand? So what do you think you can bring new on board?
Okay, if you look at my ambition for the union, I stated that I want to make Gnuts the leading advocate. See, the leading advocate and a catalyst for change. So what I will bring on board, one, is to empower technical students. Secondly, also to advocate of excellence for the union in terms of innovations and research, and also gain global recognition for the union on global stage as a student union dedicated for the advancement of technical education. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, Honorable, with what you just made mention with the global stage and then to empower technical students, how feasible is that particular one? Because talking about even a national stage is not easy, let alone a global stage. So
Yeah.
how do you go about that? How do you plan to go about that?
Okay, what I've planned to go by is to create partnership and collaboration with, let's say, government officials, private sectors, industrial leaders who are well known in the country. I have to collaborate or network with those people to elevate the union. That is what I mean global recognition.
All right. Honorable Achu, since the establishment of your office, that is the research and education officer, do you think so far so good it has served its purpose?
to me, I would say it does, but not.
Come again, please.
It does, but not in completion.
It has
Yes.
served its purpose.
Yes, but not in completion.
So that means the office is mainly it's for research
Yes.
and education. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes, please.
So meaning if it has served its purpose,
Yeah.
then that means it has served its purpose based on research and education.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Meaning
But the work wasn't completed.
I'm coming, I understand you.
Yeah.
So it is not completed, but it has served the purpose.
Yes.
Then it has not served the purpose. Because if it is not completed, how come it's serving the purpose? If something has served a purpose, then it has served, it is done. I believe so.
Yes, sir.
But if it is in process, or it is still serving, then it has not served, or it has not finished serving. So you don't just conclude, or you don't just end up, it has served its purpose. You understand? Thank you so much. So which is which? It has served, or
It's having.
it hasn't?
Yes.
Okay, so what will you do differently to make sure that this office that you are aspiring for served its purpose?
Now, what I would do is to provide research about the resources that technical students need for them to advance their quality of education. For example, we said we are basing on technicality. We are talking about technical and vocational education and training. So what impact does it have? Does it have on the union? Or what impact does research and education has on technical education?
Yeah, so you tell us what are the impact? You tell us, brief us.
Okay.
Perhaps we don't know. Okay.
Yes. So one of the impacts I will recommend is one, before we go, for example, before we go for CC meeting, that central committee meeting, at least the research officer have to research about where we will accommodate. All these things is the work of the research officer. So before we even come for CC meeting,
Continue.
before he or she, before we, the CC members, will come for the meeting, at least all these things has to be done. So one of the gaps I've realized is when we come for CC meeting, some of our mother institution don't get comfortable. Like they don't get comfortable accommodation just because.
All right. So Achu, I believe clearly
Yes, please.
the duty of the research and education officer is not let me say clearly the issue of accommodation. You understand?
Yes, please.
It is, I would say, it is a responsibility that it is assigned to the research and education officer. But basically, when you look in our constitution, it doesn't spells out anywhere that the research and education officer is in charge of accommodation. Come on. I believe even the women's commissioner can even take charge of accommodation only and only if she's assigned to go and do that. You understand? So maybe you don't be basing on the accommodation as a case study, okay?
Okay.
Because maybe it's just a delegation of duty, okay? Yes, I believe that's what has been happening normally. So you see, that's why I keep on asking you, what are you bringing? So what will you bring new, or what do you think should be, let me say, a new development? You understand? At the office of the research and education officer, because it shouldn't be always about accommodation. Okay. So.
Okay, Honorable. Kindly stipulate the structure of Gnuts to us. Gnuts has a structure
Yeah.
which is stipulated in the Constitution. Kindly help us with that.
Okay. The structure of Gnuts is composed of Congress, National Executive Committee.
Are you giving it to us in order, or you are just assembling them?
I'm giving to you people in. I'm just assembling them to you.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have a advisory board. We have central committee members. We have Judiciary Council, and we have Advoc sorry Advoc Committee, and we have again. Yes, that this is what I know. Yes, this is what I know. Mm.
All right. So then again, Honorable Achu, can you give us the quorum for Congress? Quorum for Congress.
Okay. The quorum for Congress states that uh, before the Congress starts, there need to be at least 60% of the member institution. Yes, there needs to be 60% of the member institution. 60%. Yes. Mm.
Okay. Honorable Achu,
Yeah.
I hope I mentioned your name right.
Yes, please.
Okay. I've checked your HOD's report. Okay. He said that you've been an ambassador for Gnuts and you served well.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know some of the things you did at your local level for the union that makes you think that you can do the research work if you've been given the nod.
Thank you very much, honorable member. One of the things I've done for my students is seeking for them student loan trust fund. I was able to ensure almost 50 to 60 students gain access to their loans when they applied, and also guiding and mentoring those students to develop their skills for better academic records, for them to achieve the best grade they want to achieve. These are some of the things so far I can say I've impacted into my students.
So, what are some of the challenges you identified? And you think that when you become the research officer, you can conduct research to help the union get solution to those challenges within the local level?
Thank you very much for the question. Honorable, some of the challenges I faced so far is unavailability of funds. Sometimes I have to sacrifice my own funds, my own money, to print out letters for distribution. And all those challenges, I didn't take them into notice, but I've seen it to be, so far as I've taken the road to be a leader, I have to sacrifice my everything for the thing I need to meet, or the thing I'm to meet. So due to that, it didn't shake me or it didn't move me, because I know that leadership is all about sacrifice. It's all about sacrifice. Yeah. So what I would do, the challenges I face now. So I was suggesting that I want to come up with a software whereby I don't need to travel to the campus. Maybe if the mandate is being given to me to be the research and education officer, I'm working in hand with one guy who can develop a software whereby anything that the students are facing or any crisis that is going on campus, when they call on us, they don't need to they just have to log into the software, just type what is going on in their campuses. It will get to us. Now we will now analyze the situation, come up with a possible solution. Then we inform to them this and this time that we will come to their aid. That's some of the challenges and the solution I have towards that. Thank you very much.
Honorable, I hope you are not just saying things to please our ears.
Yes, please. No, 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 no.
Okay. I have only two questions for you.
Okay.
My first question is that this is your panel, okay? Convince us of a research topic you intend to embark on to impact the union positively. Convince us of a research topic that you intend to embark on. Yeah,
Okay.
to impact the union positively.
Okay. Thank you very much for the question. The research question I can use to convince is strategical ways to elevate technical education through innovation and research, a tool to shape the brighter future of technical students.
Hey, this is your research. Please take it again. This is your research topic. Take it again.
Okay.
Did you get it? Panel, please, did anybody get it?
I think I have interest in this. So if you can repeat.
Yeah,
Okay.
please
Is-
repeat it.
Strategical ways to elevate technical education. Strategical ways to elevate technical education. Ways to elevate technical education through innovation and research. A tool to shape the brighter future of technical students.
Are you now constructing the topic? If
No,
you are not
I have
constructing
it-
the topic,
No,
then
no,
you
no,
are
no,
good.
no. It's not that. Yeah. Yes. I just imagination. I have that with me with a passion. So. No, I have it in me long time.
You
Uh-huh.
already have it.
Yes.
That's why you've been able to.
Yes.
Because if you just came up with it and you've been able to repeat yourself, then you are good. Because
Yeah.
but now that I know you have it, yeah, it's okay. So how are you going to do that? You didn't convince us. You only gave us your research topic.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I was saying strategical ways. What are the ways? It's a research topic. How can I come by that ways? So I have to sit down. So the strategical ways, in a sense that it will elevate technical education, because now we are in technicality. We are in technicality. So how can we improve upon technical education? So one of the strategical way, I think it can elevate technical education.
Let me pause you. So ideally, the research topic, the impacts on the union positively, everything is in your research topic because you are still explaining your research topic. So let's move forward.
Okay.
My last question. Okay. A moment. All right.
Yes, please.
Okay. Research and education officer, it's more of findings. You know, being observant in the union, observant in TUs, putting your ears down and all that to see what is going on, and then seek for solutions and all that for them. This is my concern. So tell me what you also think, all right? What is your take on the current leadership structure of the union, where the president and the secretary are students and the other executives are alumni? Are you okay with that? If yes, why? If no, why, and how would you resolve it as a research officer? This is basically something you can. That's my question. Did you get it, or I should repeat it?
Yeah, please repeat it again.
All right, boss. What is your take on the current leadership structure of the union, where the president and the secretary are students and the other executives are alumni? Are you okay with that? If yes, why? And if no, why and how will you resolve that?
I will say thank you, Madam Honorable Member. I would say I'm okay because the president and the secretary are exposed to the technicality or anything that goes around the campuses. So any new thing that comes, they get exposed to it first. Then it gets to we those in the secretariat. So they being a student, I say it's a good idea because they will get access to technical machineries, any hand making things, then they can use that to value or to point out the progress and the impact technical students are making in their institution.
I don't know if you understood my question. And
Okay.
I don't know if that is the answer I'm supposed to get. Anyways, panel, if anybody has a question.
Okay.
My first and last question is we have traditional universities and then technical universities. Can you just give me abbreviations for the two?
Okay.
That's my question. Do you get it?
Abbreviation.
We have traditional universities and technical universities. But in quote, we have abbreviations for the two.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh.
can you tell me the differences between UTAC and TUTAC?
UTAC and TUTAC. Okay. TUTAC is technical universities. Technical University Teachers Association of Ghana. And UTAC is University Teachers Association of Ghana. Yeah. Association of Ghana. Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, Honorable. I believe you concern yourself with national issues
Yes,
and you are abreast with the ministers we have in Ghana.
yes, please.
Okay, so with respect to your portfolio as a research and education officer, I would like you to help us with the minister in charge of education in Ghana.
Minister in charge of education. Okay, his name is Honorable Dr. Yao Osei Aduchum. Yeah.
So it's Educhum.
Educhum.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for the
Welcome.
correction.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Honorable Achu. We really appreciate your presence, and it's in the right direction. Okay, so you are duly discharged.
Thank you very much.
Honorable, please, you don't share any information concerning your verdict with any aspirant. Doing so will be at your own detriment. And please, you are discharged to go home if you need to.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Honorable.
Yeah, kindly call
Please call.
me another colleague.
The last person is at the research. Is who? Yes, Zulfao. So call Zulfao for us. She can come in. Okay.
Hard to pronounce. I need to do phonetics. I need to do phonetics to mention her name.
But actually, I like your design. Okay. I don't know if it's butterflies or what. I like it. Yes. I don't. Sorry, it's not butterfly. It's fly. this evening? How are you doing this evening? Okay.
Please, I'm doing good, thank you.
Yes, that's nice. Bazufa will ask me how am I also doing.
Oh, please, Mr. Chairman, how are you doing?
I'm not doing very well, though, because I'm so tired. Like, yes, so I'm not good.
Oh, sorry.
But that's
sorry
fine.
for
That's
that.
just on the lighter note. Yes, thank you so much, Zulfa, for your concern. Okay. Yes, Zulfa. I think with your forms we asked in not less than 300 words. Okay, that you should give us your ambition and vision. But I don't believe these are 300 words that we are having here. Okay, I think these are almost about 12 words, or they are more than 12. Zulfa, are they more than 12? Quote the words for us. Perhaps they are more than 12, right? But less than 100, right? Perhaps.
Yes, please.
Yes. So, but we said not less than 300, right? So I think next time I believe we should just pay attention to it. Okay. Thank you so much. And so quickly,
Thank you.
Zulfa, can you tell us something about yourself?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving me the opportunity to tell you something about myself. Please, I'm the person of Apeba Isaku Zulfao. I'm a dedicated student of Tama Technical University, and also I'm also the former SSC Women's Commissioner of Tama Technical University. I'm from the Computer Science Department of the school. I'm also from the Upper East region of Ghana, Paga to be prescribed. I'm a Kasna by tribe and a Muslim by religion.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Zulfa, I like your intro. Yes,
Thank
I
you,
believe
Mr.
you are the
Chairman.
first person to give us such an elaborated intro of yourself. Yes. To be precise. Yes.
Paga to be prescribed.
To be prescribed. Okay.
Yes, please.
So Paga. But do you know Paga? Yes, I know they have been there. Zulfa have been there.
Okay.
Yes, I remember Mohammed, you remember, yes, when we went to Bolga Congress also. Yes,
Okay.
after meetings, I think we just took time to go around Paga.
Okay.
First Central Committee meeting. Beautiful. So I had the chance to touch crocodiles.
Oh,
It
then
was very
that's
beautiful.
Nice, Mr.
Yes.
Chairman.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Zulfa,
Mr. Chairman.
why do you think if you pass through this exercise successfully, why do you think we should vote for you to become our research and education officer?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I have ambitions. Like I have policies that I want to implement that will help the union to move forward. So some of my policies that I want to implement for the union, I would like to mention a few.
Go ahead. Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. My first policy will be I would like to form Gnuts branches in the technical institutes.
Gnuts branches.
Yes, in the technical institute.
You can put the mic down so that you take you sip your water, okay? Yes, put the mic down so that you feel at home, okay? Yes, feel good. Don't be tensed. It's okay. It's all good. Yes, it's all good.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I was saying, I would like to form Gnuts branches in the technical institutes in the various religions in the country. My other point will be I would like to visit the vice chancellors and the dean of students in all the technical universities. Okay. I would like to visit the vice chancellors and then the dean of students in all the technical universities and then the student body to have one-on-one discussion with them, like to know the problems they are facing in their various campuses, and then the way forward that we as Gnuts leaders can help to solve.
All right. Thank you so much, Zufao. Thank you so much. And Zufao, can you give us two responsibilities of your office, the office you're aspiring for?
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. One of the policies of a research and an education officer is for me to assist the coordinating secretary to carry out duties assigned to the secretariat. And then also, it is also the responsibility of the research and education officer okay. The research and education officer is responsible for all research and then education activities in the union.
Thank you so much, Honorable Zufao.
Welcome once again, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Can you help us with the structure of Gnuts?
Structure of unit.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So we have Congress, we have Central Committee, we have NEC, and we have SRC local reps. Then we have the Judiciary Committee. Then we have the Advisory Board, and we have the alumni.
Very much. Thank you very much, Honorable. And to the second one, there's a notion that education in Ghana is failing. What is your take on that?
Thank you, Mr.
As
Chairman.
an aspirant for that particular portfolio, yeah.
Did you ask the question? She's here to answer.
I'm here to
Okay.
Yes, please.
I'm saying that there's a notion that
Yeah.
education, our educational system in Ghana is
Okay.
failing. So
Okay.
what is your take on that? What do you have to say about that? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the question. I think to me, I would say it's true somehow. Like due to the free education, like it's helping in some way and it's failing in some way too. So
So it's somehow failing and it's somehow
yes, helping.
helping.
Yes,
So
please.
if the nod is given to you to become the research and education, how would you advocate so that you will now appreciate our educational system? How would you advocate for that, provided you become our next research and education officer?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So okay. To me, I believe that if the leaders, like the directors of education and the ministers, like if like the restructure how like they implement the free education. Of Sure. Question.
Okay. In fact, I want to ask a question, but the way your HOD spoke about you, I'm
Yeah.
afraid you end up disgracing me if I should ask you that question. But then I'll still go ahead and ask you.
Okay.
Yes. You want to be the research and education officer of the union.
Yes, please.
Okay. What do you think that office is lacking? And for that matter, when you become the research education officer, you work on it for the union. Let me.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the question.
Should I help you? What I'm saying is that
Uh,
you want to be the research and education officer of the union. That's
Okay.
Gnuts.
yes, please.
So what do you think? It means that you have studied that office. You have studied and you know what it entails.
Yes, please.
So I'm asking, what do you think that office, particular office, is lacking? And when you become the research and education officer, you work on it for the union.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I think as the research officer, like, is the responsibility of the research officer, like, to do research on the let me say on the performance of technical university graduates, like, as they have graduated and they are now outside at the workplace, like, how are they performing as compared to, let's say, the traditional university graduates. And I think, per my observation, or like per what I've seen, like, I've never maybe heard or see something like that from the research education officer's office. So I think that if I'm giving the note, I'll try to do that.
Please, before my question, I want to do a follow-up of my honorable EEC's question.
Okay.
You were a former women's commissioner in your institution.
Yes, please.
So what motivated you? Why did you train to come in for research officer? Why didn't you come in as a national women's commissioner? Why research officer?
Thank you, Madam Chair, for the question. I could have come as the women's commissioner too, but I choose to come and contest for the research and education officer, like because of the policies I have in mind. Like my little background that I have in research, like a course I did. So like I think if I contest for the research and the education officer, like I know something small about research that I can do that will help the union.
Okay. Please, my question. That
Okay.
was just a backup,
Okay.
follow-up question. Okay, let me ask you this first question before we go to the last one.
Okay.
What is your take on the current leadership structure of the union? Okay?
Okay.
Where the president and the secretary are students and other executives are alumni, sorry. Are you okay with that? If yes, why? And if no, how would you also put things in place to resolve it? How would you resolve it? Should I take that question again?
I'm okay.
All right.
Thank you. So to me, I think and the president and then the vice, the president and then the secretary, for them to be like for them to be students, like they can't stay at the permanent secretariat, like they have to stay in their campuses. Meanwhile, they have duties like to perform in the secretariat. So I think, like, as they are staying outside, sometimes they'll be needing them maybe to perform their duties, but they'll be in their campuses. And I think that will not help the union in terms of, like, if they need them urgently and they are not there, like, to perform their duty.
So please, if I understand you, it means you would wish the constitution would be amended so that that very portion could be looked at.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. And my last question, okay?
Okay.
This is your panel.
Okay.
I ask the same questions to all your fellow people too.
Okay.
This is your panel. Convince us of a research topic you intend to embark on. to impact the union positively?
Okay.
A research topic you intend to embark on.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair. So, the research topic I have in mind, if I'm given the nod to serve as the research and education officer, I would like to carry out. I would like to carry out a research to assess the performance of technical university graduates in the job market as compared to the performance of the traditional university graduates. So that's the topic I would like to work on when I'm giving the nod.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. First and last question. Exactly. So my question is to come to unemployment.
Okay.
Yes, as entrepreneurs and technical university students.
Okay.
Have you heard of IMF?
Yes, please.
And when I study IMF, they said it doesn't give more opportunities to recruitment in terms of jobs. That means the next 4 years to come, if they don't change IMF, we those are going to do our service. We won't be employed.
Okay.
As a research officer, public sector, they will
Public sector.
Yeah, there won't be employment. So let me say unemployment. And now in our country, you can't even count unemployed graduates. And more are coming to add. What will you do as research, as a technical student, to help decrease unemployment in our country?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, first of all, I always prioritize in the technical institutions because as a technical institute, as a graduate and from a technical university, you have acquired a lot of skills that you don't even need to sit and then wait for somebody to come and employ you. To me, I believe that the skills you have gained from your institution, you can start your own business with that skill. You don't even have to sit and wait for somebody to come and employ you. Then you will now be complaining whether there's a job or there's no job.
Okay, thank you so much, Zulfao. We really appreciate your presence and your effort.
Zulfao. Yes,
It is Zulfao. Yes, Zulfao. Yes. Thank you so much, honorable member. And thank you so much, Zulfao. Zulfao, are you...
No, please.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, Zulfao, you are duly discharged. Yes. She quickly identified what I was talking about. Yes. And I was also quick enough not to put it inside the mind. And she gave me the answer. Thank you so much, Rufao. As I said, you are duly discharged, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable, please take note of this. You do not need to talk to anybody concerning your Verton A here. No discussions. Anything you say that we hear will be at your own detriment.
Okay.
So please, you can go home.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Eat and sleep.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rufao. Yes, of course. You've had a sip, so you continue drinking until you drink and it's finished. Thank you. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's now time for us to have the coordinating secretaries session. But yes, I'm not done. But we'll go for a break for 20 minutes. Yes. So hopefully exactly 9 we are starting with the coordinating secretaries. We have 2 aspirants for coordinating secretary, and we'll start around 9 and hopefully we'll be done. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Don't also forget to subscribe to Campus Style and also share the link to various platforms. Campus Style is live here with us. Thank you, Campus Style. May God bless you. Bye-bye.
Are you off? Are you off? Campus. Are you off? It's emergency. We would have bought 9 paper penny starting. Hopefully by 10 next. Yes, actually. Yes, actually special video. I'm going to go for interest. We want to have a platform to be Obi yes. If you wish I encourage it, if you wish I encourage it.
What are you doing here, my friend? Go out. What are you doing? Come.
Are we live? Lambo? Are we live? Okay.
We didn't tell you how to call anybody.
More opposite. Okay, I get a furniture. Aye, bro. Yeah, buddy. Out of one, you walk about ever I can't furniture. If you don't see nature, you'll feel and you'll feel. If you be fear, and when you're and I'm a fear, and you feel. So, Pempa, and young pa, but that's a better train, there be your mom pa, and what day, and pa, which what day quality. I say pagola, and tilados, and the woodwork be awesome. I can't tell you, Bayamo, and not to Pinkuda. How do you go? I'm fine. I'm in Port Group, and as a kitchen. O pese efe se bochedie na bunyam go esa we ese manem abofesi o airship anenam 3000 and the promonti apata 8 mpre na pede be ana se pese o tubi na akoton fa na megu asen na fre akanta furniture o wonkai ye wo dansuma wasi dama school ni nche honoma ana face no what's this more opposite ana wo kuma so a SG more opposite tech akanta furniture ai bunyo ye bedi out of one, you walk about ever I can't furniture. If you don't see nature, you'll feel and you'll feel. If you be fear, and when you're ma, and I'm a fear, and you feel. So, Pempa, and young pa, but that's a better train, there be your mom pa, and what day, and pa, which what day quality. I say pagola, and tilados, and the woodwork be awesome. I can't tell you, Bayamo, and not to Pinkuda. How do you go? I'm fine. I'm in Port Group, and as a kitchen. O pese efe se bochedie na bunyam go esa we ese manem abofesi o airship anenam 3000 and the promonti apata 8 mpre na pede be ana se pese o tubi na akoton fa na megu asen na fre akanta furniture o wonkai ye wo dansuma wasi dama school ni nche honoma ana face no what's this more opposite ana wo kuma so a SG more opposite tech akanta furniture ai bunyo ye bedi out of one, you walk about ever I can't furniture. If you don't see nature, you'll feel and you'll feel. If you be fear, and when you're ma, and I'm a fear, and you feel. So, Pempa, and young pa, but that's a better train, there be your mom pa, and what day, and pa, which what day quality. I say pagola, and tilados, and the woodwork be awesome. I can't tell you, Bayamo, and not to Pinkuda. How do you go? I'm fine. I'm in Port Group, and as a kitchen. O pese efe se bochedie na bunyam go esa we ese manem abofesi o airship anenam 3000 and the promonti apata 8 mpre na pede be ana se pese o tubi na akoton fa na megu asen na fre akanta furniture o wonkai ye wo dansuma wasi dama school ni nche honoma ana face no what's this more opposite ana wo kuma so a SG more opposite tech akanta furniture ai bunyo ye bedi out of one, you walk about ever I can't furniture. If you don't see nature, you'll feel and you'll feel. If you be fear, and when you're ma, and I'm a fear, and you feel. So, Pempa, and young pa, but that's a better train, there be your mom pa, and what day, and pa, which what day quality. I say pagola, and tilados, and the woodwork be awesome. I can't tell you, Bayamo, and not to Pinkuda. How do you go? I'm fine. ana mpo odop ana sa kitchen o pese ye fe se bochedie na bunyam go esa we ese manema abofesi o airship anenam 3000 and the promonti apa 1008 mpe na pede be ana se pese o tubi na akoton fa na megu asen na frɛ akanta furniture o wonkai ye wo dansuma wasi drama school ni nche honoma ana face no what's this mall opposite ana wo kuma so a SG mall opposite tech akanta furniture ai brunyo ye bedi out of one ya makwaba eba akanta furniture efi ndo besi na kyerese yo fi ene yo fi efi be fi a emu niema ene ma fie no eye fie so pempa enye mpa abeda so be ko twen da bi ye ma mpa anu oden mpa mu so oden na quality afei pagola interior doors any woodwork bia so no akanta ye be ya ma ana to penkuda a odi go ho aba ana mpa odop ana